Neyland Stadium in Knoxville, one of the great venues in all of college football and home to the Tennessee Volunteers. And this crowd knows that when the balls run through the tee, they are in for a show. We believe we've got a great one in store today, and we've got a team that makes it into the top 25. Now when you go on the road, that's when you prove you belong. As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the NC State Wolfpack, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Try an onside kick on the opening kickoff. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Zings it complete to the right. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. These two conferences have been tied together for years through the Sugar Bowl, a little testiness with the whole Texas-Oklahoma thing, and now the rivalry on the field between the Big 12 and the SEC.
Yeah, and conference realignments played a big factor, too, between these two conferences. Think back to when Texas A&M and Missouri joined the SEC. So this is always a fun one to watch, David. Wide open offense from the Big 12, and then you get the physicality and the speed from the SEC.
I think you nailed it right there. Two totally different worlds. They live in different worlds all the time. One is pitchy woo-woo, throw it around all over the yard. The other one, physicality. Which style can present itself today and win the ball game?
Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
QB decided not to hand it off on that RPO. Defense, great job taking the throwaway, now setting up 4th.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these 4th downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. At midfield, he's got room. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats, because he is not easy to bring down.
It's 1st down from the 37-yard line. Might as well give it to him again. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Bust through behind his pad. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The Big Orange churning out those first downs on the ground, sort of like Arian Foster used to do.
Yeah, you couldn't write the script any better. Just pound the ball, establish the run game, opens up the play action, exactly how you want to run your offense.
And the Volunteers come to the line with a new set of downs. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Vols! That running back just had a caravan of blockers to take him into the end zone.
There's not very many times at home, Reese, where I'm going to say that everybody watching on their couch could have scored on that play. This is one of them.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Leaves it with the back. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Open runway ahead. The 30. 10. Into the end zone unimpeded, except for that piece of lawn. This might be coming back. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. Mental errors like that just kill drives. We'll see if they can overcome it. Offense getting set for first down. From the gun. Throws to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. Pulled down for the tackle.
If you're going to attack and have success against man coverage, then you've got to have great timing between the quarterback and the wide receiver. Really nice rapport. You can tell these two have been spending a lot of time this offseason throwing to him.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. The inside handoff. NC State will pick up the first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. He's going to pass. Quick strike complete. Turns it on in midfield. Hit the afterburners, kid. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Wolfpack. That is the ultimate grab and go for the score. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of those top 15 teams who did battle today. Virginia Tech delivered maybe its most thorough thumping in years in a game that featured a ton of big plays, not unlike the way Logan Thomas, Tyrod Taylor, and the great Michael Vick used to do. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the new top 25 poll next week as this one, gentlemen.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for room at the 40. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot. But that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Now that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
They have set the tone in this one already inside a minute to play in a wild first quarter. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
And the Vols are moving quickly down the field. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football and let him get lathered up.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score tied at 7.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Got enough for the first down and wants more. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on first down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different that can give this offense something to think about.
Got it inside the 30 before he's finally pulled down at the 25. It's a gain of 6.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24. Here comes 3rd and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because 3rd down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
The Vols have it with a 1st and 10. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Tackled after picking up the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
The Volunteers will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tennessee!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you've played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football, because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
A 1st down for the offense. Wide out in motion. Jet sweep to the receiver. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And I think in today's era of college football, we get enamored with the jet sweep. It's exciting. You're getting this wide receiver involved in the run game, but sometimes it's just better to go old school. Just run the football conventionally once.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. He'll try to do it himself. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
Well, great job there by the defense, because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Now on the option. He'll toss it. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that 1st down.
Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. Goes to the option. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. After the run, now to throw. And they got him for the sack.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And they can't make the play on.
How loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Slips through the line. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over them football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, though.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
This is one of the top 10 offenses in the nation in getting first downs. To do that, you gotta have balance. You can't always throw for it on 3rd down. You gotta be able to run it as well. And they've got a dude in the backfield who just knows how to move the chains.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
Ooh, and I love the running back here. Running into the blitz, he saw the extra defender. He was able to put his foot in the ground and make a miss. That was a good play.
That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy that's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, this offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive.
And the Volunteers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver now comes in motion. They knock him down right there.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. And he's loose and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown Volunteers! Precision blocking up front created the open lane and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He's going to pass on second down. It's caught. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. He wants to throw. Fires into traffic, picked off. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. NC State will kick off to start things here in the second half. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And it's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Fast motion from the offense. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
Big third down here. They need to get the ball to the 41. Quarterback will audible. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Complete downfield. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him. He'll make those contested catches.
And the Vols have this offense rolling. Handoff to the lone back. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
In halftime in this locker room, there's a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
The Vols will snap it on 1st and 10. Takes a handoff, and he's going right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the back. Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Wide receiver shows motion. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
Now, a 4th down.
They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Maryland proved it is battle-tested and capable of winning any place, any time after this one. And just think of the confidence this Terps team gained today. Invaluable, if you ask me. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Snagged in the middle. It's Gilliam. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form time.
Wants to throw on second down. Fires to the right. Wide open downfield.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Tennessee 24, NC State 7.
First down to start the drive after the break. Give to the running back. Found a little running room, and they get him stopped after a pickup of 6 to the 32.
Listen, that wasn't the greatest run in the world, but it was very successful in making me honor the run. And another thing, every time you run the football, someone gets tackled. There's physicality involved in the game. So I like when offenses commit to the running the football, no matter what the outcome is, because those body blows do add up.
He's back to throw on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Durham. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
Well, it's a good time to mix in the run play. You're down, it's late in the fourth quarter right now, and everyone's expecting you to throw, so not a lot of defenders in the box. So that's a great situation to try to run the ball.
Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Snags it. They will score. Touchdown, North Carolina State.
And this connection is on fire to start the season. Not one, not two, 3 games in a row he's got a receiving touchdown. They continue to find the playmaker, and I don't think it's going to end after game 3.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18.
Will take over first and 10.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
On first down, here comes this offense. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Pushes forward for 3 out to the 13. The Volunteers headed quickly to the line.
second down.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Finds a little bit of space. He'll get 3 out to the 15.
Third down coming up.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Quarterback checking the play. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Complete to the right. He goes to the ground, but not before a big pickup and a first down.
And offense has practiced the situation. This is 4-minute offense. You've got the lead late in the game. You're trying to bleed the clock and just get first downs. They do that, they stay in bounds, and the clock keeps ticking.
And the Volunteers will snap it on 1st and 10. Motion from the offense. They want that clock to run.
Well, we saw the coaching staff on the sideline challenging this offensive line to end this game. They've got the lead late now, and they know they're going to continue trying to run the ball to ice it.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7.
Let's go.
Running to the left. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now 3rd down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock, but the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Little over anxious out of the stance early, and it's a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're facing a 3rd down. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
And the Vols are rolling down the field. They go to the ground. Shakes off the tackler. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Quick pass on the fly motion. Still running at the 35. And he's brought down after a nice gain. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. The back goes in motion. Little touch pass to the receiver. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And listen, they didn't get the huge play off of that, but I love the ability to show that and be able to show plays off of that jet motion and just show them you're willing to complete it. But, you know, get those little chunks at a time. It doesn't have to always be a home run. That's still a successful play.
This offense set up with a 2nd and short. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. A manageable distance on 3rd down as they try to convert from the 20. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Ball is at the 20. They'll try to convert this 3rd and short. Running with power. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
And this one is just about in the books. The defense can stop the clock one more time as the offense takes a knee.